Hello guys, and welcome back to another tutorial. In this video I will show you an old school style effect using car images and how to create it in an easy way. Let's get started. By the way, if you want these exact shakes, just a reminder that AM Film Shake preset pack is linked in the description. It's the easiest way to make your edits look expensive with a quick drag and drop. First drag and drop any image you want to use for this effect. Next grab the rectangle mask tool and mask out only the part of the image you want to keep. Once that's done, right-click the image layer, go to Layer Styles, and choose Stroke. Then expand the stroke settings and change the color to white to create the frame. Next set the position to inside and increase the size to make the white frame thicker like this. Now you can keep this frame as it is, or turn it into an old school image frame look. Make sure nothing is selected in the timeline. Then with the rectangle tool still selected, draw a shape like the one you see in the video. Once that's done, set the fill to a solid color and make sure it is white to match the frame. Also set the stroke to solid color and keep it white as well. After everything is set up, select both the shape layer and the image layer, then pre-compose them into a single layer. I will name it image to stay organized. Make sure move all attributes and adjust composition duration are selected, then click OK. Now I will toggle off the image layer for a moment so we can clearly see the original clip. Select the original clip and click track camera, then wait for the analysis to finish. Once it is done, choose the points where you want the image to be placed. If it is on the ground, select points on the ground. If you want it on the car or behind it, select points on the car and create a null and camera there. Next move the image layer above the tracking null, toggle it back on, and enable 3D. To make sure the image is tracked precisely, select the tracking null and press P to reveal the position property and copy it. Then select the image layer and paste the position onto it. This makes the image follow the exact movement of the track point, so it stays locked in the correct 3D space during the entire clip. Now press S on your keyboard to adjust the scale and resize the image to your liking. You can also reposition and rotate it if needed. Once that's done, preview the result to check if it is perfectly tracked. Everything looks great. I will just rotate the image slightly to fine-tune it. Next we will animate the image and create a reveal effect. First select the anchor point tool and move the anchor point to the bottom of the image. You might wonder why this is important. By placing the anchor at the bottom, the scale animation will grow from that point instead of the center, which makes the reveal feel more natural and visually appealing. Now that the anchor is set correctly, go to the point where you want the animation to end. In my case, it is around here, so I will click the scale stopwatch icon to add a keyframe. Next go to the beginning of the layer, or the point where you want the animation to start, and set the scale to 0%. Then select both keyframes and press F9 to apply Easy Ease. Open the graph editor, right-click, choose Edit Value Graph, and create a smooth curve similar to mine. Once done, preview the result. The animation looks very smooth, and I really like it. Finally, make sure to enable motion blur on the image layer to make the animation even smoother and more natural. So the main part is complete, and now we will make the image appear behind the car, which will make the effect look much better. To do this, go to the beginning of the timeline and duplicate your original clip. Move the duplicate above the image layer and rename it to car only. Make sure to remove the 3D camera tracker effect from this layer. Now select the Roto Brush tool. In the latest version of After Effects, it is called the Quick Selection tool, and it also includes the Object Matte tool, which can make selections in one click. If you are using an older version, you will still see the classic Roto Brush tool. I will use the Object Matte tool and double-click the car only layer to start selecting the car. The selection is slightly off, but we can fix it using the Quick Selection tool. Once we have a clean selection, click the freeze button and wait for it to finish processing. After that, close the rotoscoping window and check the result. It looks much better now. You can now adjust the image position and rotation if needed to improve the overall look, and we are done. Using the same steps, you can also drag and drop other images and create multiple framed image effects. Hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a like.